Welcome to the kingdom. I'm Chris, and this is Good Enough Gaming. Welcome back to the kingdom, everybody. We have a bit of a gear shift today. We got Tom back in the house. Haven't been here in a while, but we're glad to have him back. And he and I are going to try out Ravaged Star. I've been looking at for a long time. Bought into the second phase. Tom, you bought into the first round, didn't you? When they did?
No, I got the second phase.
You got the second phase as well. But so we don't actually have the models yet. They're still coming, as I'm sure some of you maybe have pre-ordered and are waiting for them. But Tom's got some Tyranids he's going to use as the Gorkog. I've got Dwarves to use as the Immari. And this is the ruined city that we are going to be fighting over. After the battle, there were a number of important ammo caches, supply drops, oil drums, all kinds of resources that both sides want. And so they're going to be scouring through the city trying to claim them. So let's go take a look at the armies and the specific missions specific rules for the mission. So we are playing a 600-point game. That's kind of the bare minimum for a quote-unquote standard game. So here are 600 points worth of Immari. I'm bringing 2 detachments, one of the standard detachments and an elite detachment, just to try and bring in more stuff. So we got 2 commanders here. First of all, on the right with the axe, that is going to be General Alagast Tarkon. And then to the left of him is my other character, Colonel... I always call him Colonel Cauliflower because that's what it looks like. Colfaro Carbine. Try saying that 5 times fast. But those are my 2 commanders. Then in core units, I have 2 squads of infantry. And then up front here, 1 squad of Royal Guard. Then 2 units of lightning troopers. I figure the fewer data sheets I need to bring, the easier it'll be to keep track of. So my elites are just 2 units. They look different, but they're both the same lightning troopers. And then some heavy support back there. I am bringing the ambassador, I believe he is. Now, he's supposed to have a big hammer, but I figure that fist he's got there will do just fine. So, 600 points of dwarves right there. Let's go take a look now at the Gorkog. And here we've got 600 points of Gorkog. Take us through it.
All right, so starting off from the top down the list, we've got the Know the Horde Master here. Next on, we've got our Razor Queen, this side here. Going to be accompanied by 10 Razor Spawn. Moving over to these 2 units here, we've got 1 unit here that is going to be the Flesh Seekers, more of a melee-based unit, and then our ranged unit here is going to be the Plasma Retchers.
Okay.
For our elites, we're going to have a unit of 4 Flesh Stealers here, and then a unit of 4 Blade Furies over here. And lastly, we have our nice big Razor Worm. See how that does on the table. I've heard that thing can be really scary.
We'll see. All right. Actually, model count, I think you've only got a few more than I do. This will be curious to see what we've got here. So there'll be a lot of mistakes, folks, so have patience with us. Tom hasn't played a game of Ravaged Star. I've played 2, and I mean, that's enough to basically get familiar with the gameplay, but we're going to be missing a whole bunch of rules. What we do, feel free to put down in the comments, but of course, give us some leeway there. Okay, let's move on to the mission. So as far as the mission, we're doing mission number 3, Vital Resources. So as I mentioned at the introduction, that the battle's over, but there are caches, supplies, dumps, depots of precious war resources that we're going to be fighting over. So there are 4 objectives. We ran into a bit of a problem with the scenario. It says for a 400-point game to use 3 and for an 800-point game to use 5, but the standard game size is 600 points. So we met in the middle. We got 4. So our objectives, we have 1 in each of our deployment zones. So there's mine back here. That's supply cache right there. There are then 2 in the middle that we're going to be fighting over. 1 here in the ruined building, 1 here in the copse of trees, and then 1 back there. So those are the objectives we're fighting over. As far as scoring, we get 1 point if we control at least 1. We get another point if we control more than half, so we got to get 3. That's going to be tricky. 2 points if you can control the 1 in your opponent's deployment zone. And then another point, I think it is, if you can take an objective from an opponent. So if they score it at the start of the turn, you score it at the end of the turn, it's worth an additional point. And then at the end of every round, 2 points for whichever army destroys the most enemy units. So in addition to trying to grab territory and objectives, there's always points for just killing the other team. So this is going to be fast and furious, I imagine, with the objectives so close together. So let's deploy our armies, and we will get to the action. So after deployment, here's where the Gorkog are set up. Any method to your madness, or are we just going to run through it really fast?
It's mostly just madness. So we've got in advanced deployment on the side here, basically in reserves. We have our Razor Worm and the, I want to say the Flesh Seekers is what they were called. I don't have my thing up, sadly. So they're going to come in later. We've got the
Knot Warriors.
Yeah, the Knot Warriors. They're the Furies of some sort here are going to hopefully rotate this objective. We've got the Razor Queen and the Razor Spawn. They're probably going to be the forward support for those elite Furies over there.
Okay.
And then Noel here is going to lead these 2 units. We got the melee unit in front and the ranged unit in the back. And hopefully we'll get to pull a boost on Noel because he can heal the core for 6.
For 6?
For 6.
Wow, the dwarves can heal for 3, one of their basic core units, but 6.
Yes, we'll see how that goes.
All righty, let's take a look at the dwarves. So as far as the dwarves are concerned, we're going to have the lightning support over there holding that objective. They're just going to sit and shoot at things. That's what they do. The bulk of the dwarves are here on the other flank. So anchoring in the middle is the ambassador, who's going to step forward and hopefully take care of some of those big monsters on the other side. 1 unit of infantry, 1 unit of lightning support with General Tarkon in the back leading. And then in the other building, we have Colonel Cauliflower, another unit of infantry, and the Royal Guard, who are going to be moving up to try and grab the other objective. Okay, so the lines are set. Let's head over to the first turn, and we'll explain how we're going to use drawing turns, because we don't have any tokens. So neither Tom nor I had good tokens to use. I didn't want to use pieces of paper. And then my son recommended, well, why not use cards? So that's what we're going to do. So my cards are going to be the clubs and the spades, and then Tom's are going to be the hearts and the diamonds, so red versus black. We've assigned specific suits, so king, for example, is commander, low numbers, 2, 3, 4, etc., those are core. Mid numbers, like 6, 7, 8, those are going to be elites, and then I believe we did 10s or jacks for the heavy supports, and aces are the boost. Now, some of you might be pointing out, this isn't quite the same as having them in a bag and reaching in. There is a little bit more randomness with that. This way, the cards have been shuffled. The turn order is already decided. So I acknowledge it's not perfect, but hey, for our purposes, it is good enough. So very first activation is troops for the dwarves, and we are underway. Dwarven first activation, the unit of infantry here are using their first activation to move up 6 inches. Dwarves aren't slow in this one. So they're moving up into the open, but they're doing so they have range on that squad of, what were those guys, Blade
Furies.
Blade Furies. So that is 9 shots, normally hitting you on 6s, but unfortunately with long range, the gun's only 8 inches. I need to triple that to reach you. So long range is -3. So I'm
this unit here
on,
we're going?
Yeah.
Oh, those are the Razor Spawn. Sorry, these are the Blade Furies.
Okay, so hitting the Razor Spawn, hitting you on 9s, but 9s will also reap, so they explode. Here we go. 4 hits total.
Whew.
At 0 AP. It's just a hail of fire.
We have a defensive profile of 8 up, and you said no AP? Yes.
Keep it in.
5. So 1 save, 3 fail.
All right, I'll take it.
Wound,
Opening
so-
salvo successful. And while Tom is removing casualties, let's take a look at the next draw. It is one of my commanders. All right, Colonel Cauliflower has moved up to take position along with his men, and he too is going to shoot his Gentle Persuader down the firing lane and see if we can strip off a few more of those bugs. But from the last round, I killed off enough that Tom's are now half the models in the unit are in cover. So I'm an additional -1 to hit. So normally the Colonel hits on a 4, but between long range and cover, I'm hitting on 8s. 8s reap. Let's see what we got. 4 total.
So we have 4 9-up saves. I get 1.
So for the Gorkog, we pulled a boost token, and Tom, what did you decide to do with it?
So I boosted the Blade Furies, which allows them to perform 3 actions instead of 2. We used the first one as a double action to use the run. So instead of going 4 inches, they got to go 6. Using the leftover action, we did a regular move for another 4 inches, giving a total of 10-inch movement.
So they are speedy. Moving up to that objective.
Hopefully we'll take it soon.
Let's see what's next. Next card pulled was Elites for the Dwarves. So I'm going to have my unit here of Lightning Troopers. And I noticed looking at the stats, they're a unit of 5, not 3. I'm getting some OPR on the brain here. So they are going to shoot at those bugs that so kindly moved up within range. It is still long range, though. So hitting on 9s, but 9s will explode. Oh, my. So
Yeah.
9 hits total, but AP nothing.
Looking for 5 ups. All right, so it looks like I only failed 2.
Dang.
And they
they're
have wounds 3.
So I didn't even kill one.
1 is down to 1 wound remaining.
Tickled one a little bit. So, quick summary up until this last couple turns. We missed a dice, so the dwarves did actually kill one of the bugs there. Then next, we pulled one of Tom's core cards, so his unit of bugs there has gone running up. And then the next unit was dwarf core. So this unit of infantry has advanced forward and is going to shoot and try and thin out the ranks of those guys right there. Now, those are going to be in medium range, so I only have a penalty of 1 to shoot. Normally hitting on 6s, hitting on 7s instead. 8s make me happy. 6.
All right, so Flesh Dealers have a defense of 7.
Saving on 7s.
Looks like we saved 1, 2.
So 4 dead.
Yeah.
I'll take it. All right, what happened?
So the Flesh Dealers were pulled for the Elite, and we went ahead and did the advanced deployment. So they redeployed 8 inches away over there, and they're going to use the second action they have to shoot at that unit there.
Right.
Now, their gun is only a range of 4 inches, so since we're outside 8, we're going to be at long range for a -3.
Yikes.
But they have 3 shots a pop for a total of 12. They have a normal accuracy of 5. With this -3, I'll be hitting on 8s. A lot of fun stuff happens on 9-ups, though. We'll get there if we get any.
Fun stuff.
1 regular hit, but then we have 2 here. These are both poison,
So I don't get
anti-armor,
a save.
and piercing.
So according to the rules, poison just ignores defense. So that's 2 wounds go straight through. And then the other one, is there an AP on it?
The AP is nothing.
AP is nothing. So saving that 1 on a 6, that's a 9. So you
Alright.
do 2 damage, and each of these guys is 2 wounds. So you killed one.
All right, I'll take it.
We'll take the flamethrower because he doesn't really belong there. So a couple turns since last, some things have happened. The dwarves pulled their first boost, and so to play the points, I had the Royal Guard here. They gained Swift on boost, so they were able to run the full 12 inches and seize that objective. No attacking for them, but we're going for some points. Then the next card pulled had to be Tom's. It was his core, so he has moved those guys out of the forest close by so they can be healed next time that card gets pulled for the bigger monster there. Then dwarves got their other boost pulled. So these guys here, they get Nova, which means they can shoot at 2 different units. And it's not splitting, it's 2 rounds of attacking. So first activation is to take aim, so they get +1 to hit. And then they're going to shoot 1 salvo at the flyers over here, and the other salvo at those guys there. So these ones here, the range penalty is negated by aim. So I'm just hitting you on a straight, I believe it's 6s and 9s go boom.
All right, so we've got 8 shots into the Flesh Stealers. No AP, and they have a defense of 6, so 6 ups. Only 3 saves, so 5 are going to get through.
Ooh.
They have two wounds a pop.
Okay, so 2.5.
2.5.
Now rinse and repeat. Shooting at the bugs over here, but now I'm hitting you on 8s and 9s explode. Oh, all that shooting and only 1 hit.
All right, 1 hit with a defense of 7. It's an 8.
And you save, add insult to injury. All right, the big boy has decided to burst onto the scene, and he has popped out of the ground and is going to spray icky nastiness all over my Royal Guard.
All right, so we've got the acid spray. It's normally 8 inches, but since we're outside of that, it'll be a -1 for medium range. Accuracy is a 4. It'll be pushed to 5. We got 3 attacks, so 3 attacks on 5s.
So 2 hits.
And then on this attack here, we do have poison on the 9.
So 1 just dies.
1 will just die. Yep.
Oh no, they're 2 wounds apiece. So we missed. That's blast. He gets an extra 2 shots.
Just 1 extra hit. So
1 extra hit.
1
Okay.
more AP1, 1 damage.
AP1, their defense is 5, so saving on a 6. There's a 6. So 1 damage goes through. 1 of my Royal Guard is hurt, but not out yet.
Nice. And you saved the 2 that were regular ones?
No, I did not. Well, I saved 1. Here's the others. No, 1 more goes through, and it does kill off a guy. Oh my goodness, folks. You may have caught it before we did, but halfway through the game, we forgot who was red and who was black and started playing the other side. So it got a little messy. So let's just summarize what happened as we try and bring things back into order here. General Tarkon moved up into the middle. He actually had an aura bubble that gives everyone within 12 inches of him +1 to hit, and I neglected using that. My heavy hitter here has strode up the lane. He's going to try and take on that big boy over there. Over here, Tom was able to reuse this unit because his hero back there can give a unit the chance to activate 1 more time. So they have now moved up and are seizing that objective. And then the last turn, those guys are just going to move up a little bit. So at the end of the first turn, it is a tie. Tom holds the objective in his deployment zone. I hold it in mine. I'm holding this objective in the middle. And Tom is holding that in the middle.
No units died yet. So
no units died yet. As I have said, this is my 3rd game. The one hiccup that I'm still trying to get used to is using the tokens and getting the draw pile set up. I'm sure once we get the actual tokens produced from the campaign, all these problems will go away. But for now, that's the problem we continue to run into. So if those of you who are going to play this on your own before you get your official tokens, make sure you get very clearly marked ones. Either way, we're still having a good time. So moving on to turn 2. All right, since it's the start of the new round, we will show you the first flip to see what's going to happen. First up is core unit for the Gorkog.
I am ready.
So, first core unit of bugs have gone screaming into the dwarf infantry, and I don't have high hopes for the infantry. My previous games, they did not do well in melee.
Flesh Seekers, we've got 1 attack a pop with 8 models, so 8 attacks. Accuracy on this is a 6. 6 ups. 5, 6, 7, 8 total hits. The AP on them is nothing.
All right, infantry. I got a bunch of saves on 6s. Uh-oh. All right, next card pulled was Dwarf Elite. So rather than give these guys a chance to get in short range and do what they do best, I'm afraid I'm going to have to shoot them. I'm going to first activation to take aim to negate the range penalty, and then just hitting you on 6s, 9s, explode.
So into the flush dealers, we got 9 dice, and they have a defense of 6. Not looking good, guys. That's going to kill the one and kill the other with an excess damage of 4.
Got it.
Good.
All right, successful round of shooting took out his close range monsters there. All righty, dwarves pulled their big boy. He's gone charging in. We are going to have Clash of the Titans here. So first off, Heavy Impact does 3 automatic hits at AP2, but Tom's monster there is armored, so that negates that. So you just got 3 saves at AP nothing, but each one's 2 damage.
All right, it has a defense of 4, so hopefully I pass these. I failed all of them.
Oh my gosh,
2s.
that's 6 damage just from me crashing into you.
That's scary. All right, so it takes 6. I'm going to count up on this one.
Okay,
He's
and
got
then
14 wounds remaining.
He's got 3 attacks left with his Negotiator, hitting you on 3s. So that's all 3 hit. However, 2 of them are going to be AP 5. Oh, and anti-armor.
So 2 9-ups. We'll
2
do those
9-ups.
real quick.
Yep.
I rolled, that looks like a 6, and that is a 9. So I failed
So
one
that's
past 1.
10 damage. Oh, you failed one past one. So 5 damage more.
So it takes 5 more. I'll just throw this right
And
here.
then 1 more at an AP of 2. Your armor ignores.
So it'll be a regular 4-up save. Don't give me another 2.
A 3?
3.
No, that's 5 more. Did
did-
that kill him?
No. He
Okay.
should have 16 out of 20, so he has 4 remaining wounds.
Holy
So
cow.
we're going to adjust that to 4, because that's it.
That was epic. Little dwarf peeking out there just to see what the heck just happened.
And I need to see if he's shaken, right?
Yeah.
So he's
'cause
a leadership of 5-up.
it's a stun weapon anyways. You'd have to do it regardless.
7.
7. So you're good.
Yeah, not shaken.
Okay. So Clash of the Titans. That was harsh. I'm curious to see how you can respond. But remember there's no attack back. We have to wait until that card is pulled. So next card pulled was a commander for the Gorkog. So Tom's going to lend some assistance to his big monster here. Charging in, Null was his name?
Noel the Horde Master.
Null the Horde Master.
He's got 5 attacks with an accuracy of 3 up.
That's pretty good.
On 7s, we get Reaping 2 and Piercing 3.
Ay, ay, ay.
All right.
Okay.
So, 3 ups. Drop 2. We have 2 of the bonuses. So 1 is going to be a regular hit at AP 1, 2 damage.
Okay, so defensive 5, so I need a 6. That's a 10.
Good there. And
That's
then
okay.
these are Reaping
So a total of 4.
2. Yeah, so 4 there. And Piercing 3, so AP 3.
And I am armor 3.
So 6.
So it just cancels out.
Oh, yeah,
Piercing
armor.
3, armor 3, so I need 5 plus on this one. 3 go through.
And
damage
those
apiece.
are, 2 damage a pop.
So 6 damage. I am down from 20 down to 14.
Cool.
So yeah, nice job. So a little bit of bookkeeping before we move on here. Null has the ability, a free action, to basically put a core unit's token back in the bag or card back in the deck. So Tom has reset these guys, and when we drew the next card, it was a core unit. So he's going to go for next round of chomping up some dwarf infantry here.
All right. We got 8 Flesh Seekers there. They got 1 attack a pop, so a total of 8 attacks at an accuracy of 6. Any 8-ups are going to be Reaping 2, so exploding. 5, 6, 7, 8 total. At no AP.
8 saves on a 6 plus.
We got some good ones there.
We do. Wow.
You passed
All
but
but 2.
That's really good.
That's amazing. Heavy support was pulled, so the big monster here is going to get his revenge. Now, he has degraded a bit because of the damage he's taken, but you can still focus in close combat. So only a penalty of 1.
So we got 4 attacks at an accuracy of 3, which is now 4s. So they've got the special abilities on 7 up there. So Reaping, these are each going to be worth 2 attacks. That's 6, 7 attacks. And these 6 attacks here are anti-armor, and they're going to be at AP 3.
Okay, so anti-armor ignores that. AP 3. So I need 8s against... Those were the reaping ones?
These are the 6 total that are
Okay.
Reaping, yep.
All right, so first, 6 dice I don't get my armor, and AP3 takes me to a defensive 8.
The damage on that is 3 a pop.
Whoa, that's 9. Okay, suddenly I am almost dead. And then there was one more.
Yes, one more. That is just going to be a regular AP1.
Which I defend, or armor, so 5+. Yes.
Good there.
Still, 9 damage is going to swipe that, and then this guy's down to 5. Whew. Unfortunately, I don't think my walker is long for this world. Gorkog, Elite pulled up, and those guys are going to go charging in and finish off the last 5 remaining wounds.
We hope.
We hope. But the fun thing is, he explodes when he dies. So there is a chance he'll take a few things with him.
3 of those Blade Furies left, and they each get 3 attacks.
That's decent.
Hitting on accuracy 4. But his aura actually gives them the +1, so they'll be hitting on 3s.
Oh, jeez.
And then their anti-armor and stuff is on 9s.
All right, hitting on 3s, 9s are bad for me. Okay. So you got 5 just regular?
5 just regular.
Okay, so first we got,
AP.
looks like we end up with 5 regular hits and then 2 that have a bunch of special rules. So for the 5 regulars, needing 5s to save. Oh, that's 3 wounds right there.
They're damaged 2 a pop.
And he's dead then. That would be 6 total. He only had 5. Now here's the fun part. He explodes. I roll 20 dice. For every 9 or 10, each of those units around him takes a wound. So let's see what we got. Here we are, 20 dice. All right, unfortunately, there is a walker-shaped hole in the battle here. And Tom made all of his saves on his big guy. All he needed was for 1 to fail, and that guy would have gone. But he succeeded. The null over here took a little bit of damage, and 1 of the elites died. So, I took some guys with me, but I no longer have anything that's specifically meant to deal with big guys like this. So that was a big loss to the dwarves. We'll move on and see what the next card is. Next unit has moved up here to get in line to shoot at, that's right, these guys over here. And Tom realized how powerful leaderless can be. You can leapfrog something fierce, because every time you activate the unit, you pick a different model to be the leader for that activation. Now, we had a question. For those of you who might know, put it in the comments. Half of the unit is within medium range of the target, and half is within long. So we're just going to roll it as he rolls the dice for the medium and the ones in long. But the way the rules are written, it's not that clear. So if you know how we're supposed to treat it when the unit is half within a certain distance, let us know. And with that, shoot me.
So 4 attacks on 7s. We got 1 miss. Now these have anti-armor and piercing on the 8 up. So these 2 are going to be anti-armor and a AP of 3.
2 of them needing 9s. Nope.
All right, just 1 damage each.
1 damage each, but that is going to kill off a guy.
And you have 1 at AP 0.
1 at AP 0 on a 6. No. So killed off 1 guy and wounded 1 guy.
And then I've got my 8 other shooters.
Oh no, we're not done yet.
Yeah, there's just 4. Now these are going to be at the long range, so that -3 is going to put them hitting on 9s.
Hopefully. Oh, so if they, but 9s is where all your good stuff happens.
8s are, so yeah. If I hit, it's...
If you hit, it's good.
Yes. So yeah, I have the 2 hits at AP 3.
All right, 9s. That's another dead guy. Yeah, so 2 guys died, and 1 is on a wound. All right, dwarves pulled a boost. It's time to get some work done. So I'm going to activate my lightning support here. And when they boost, they can activate Nova. So 2 different rounds of shooting. We're going to go to try and kill the 2 big boys over here. So first round of shooting at the monster, second one at null. Because if the monster dies, he explodes and might take some stuff with him. So here we go. First activation will be to focus. And then second will be to shoot. So -2 to hit, which means I'm hitting you on 8s. And 9s are where things get good. Oh,
see some 9s in there, some 10s. Yeah.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 hits on your big guy. Okay. AP 0, but 18 hits. Ride the lightning.
Yeah, that's going to be scary. All right, so 18 at a defensive 5. I think he's dead.
We'll see.
Let's do these 8 first. So 3 so far. And that's going to be enough to kill him there.
3.
So he does die.
Got him.
Shocking.
All right.
Got him.
Now I got to roll 20 dice. 9s and 10s. I don't want to get any.
Yeah, you don't want any of
I
those.
don't want any. think that's it, though.
Not bad.
Just 3.
That could have been a lot worse.
It really could have been. It's the one less for the extra one you got. So,
All right, so it did.
3 saves there and 3 saves here.
Yep.
So 6s.
6s.
7 and failed 2. So he'll take 2 more damage.
Takes 2 damage.
Goes on to 4. And then for these 3 here, Blade Furies have a defense of 5, so we're good. Blade Furies take none.
Nice, but
Takes 2.
I'll take it. Killed the big guy, did a little damage to Null, and I now get my second round of shooting at Null. Okay, second verse, same as the first. Hitting on 8s, 9s, and 10s explode. 5.
5 AP, nothing. And we just said it was 5. I save all but 1.
That's pretty good. Stripped off a few wounds. And you are below half, so you got to take a stun check.
It's an 8. Should be good on.
Yeah, on him, an 8. I feel.
You would hope. I would very much hope. Leadership 4. So yeah, he's good.
All right. Okay, next couple activations here. Tom got a boost, but unfortunately, the only thing he could do was move that squad up. So they're starting to swarm over the objective. My objective, or my activation, the general, is going to go run in and see if he can finish off taking on Null there. 5 attacks, hitting you on 3s. And 8s are piercing. Oh no. So that is 3 at AP 2, damage 4.
Do you have any 1s?
I did.
I have Counter-Strike.
Oh, I had 2 of them.
So I'll have 2 hits back afterwards.
Oh, jeez.
So 7 ups.
And damage 4. So you got to make all these.
Yeah, I'm not. But at least I get the 2 fight backs.
You do get the 2 fight backs. Yep, there's a 2.
Yeah, 2 and a 4, he'll die.
Okay.
All right, so I have 2 fight backs with the weapon of my choice, which is the Talons. So hitting on 3s. I have a 3,
Both hit.
And the other one is a 9.
Yep.
That 9 is going to be reaping, so there'll be 3 total hits.
Okay.
And 2 of them are AP 3. The other one's AP 1.
I'm going to need a 5 to save. No, that's a 4. 7. Oh my gosh.
6 total damage.
6 total damage. He's only got 8.
So you did kill him, though.
I did kill you, but just because I rolled 2 bad ones, you almost killed me in return. Yikes.
It's too bad I don't have explosions on that guy.
Dwarf Corps have moved up, and they're still within range of the general, so they get +1 to hit. They're going to see if they can strip away most of this nearly fresh unit that just came charging in. Hitting you on, I think it was 5s. 8s are better. 8 AP nothing.
6. Razor Spawn have a defense of 8, so...
You're just going to heal them anyways.
Yeah, I am. And I don't have any covers from there because half the unit's not inside the footprint. Sorry, I only
Holy
take
hell, 3.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that could have gone better, but well.
And we'll pull this one for 3.
So the dwarves pulled their core unit. I'm sending in my Berserker Royal Guard to see if they can finish off those elites there. With Tarkon right over there, they're going to be hitting on a lovely 3, and 9s will pretty much insta-kill if he doesn't make the save. 3s and 9s. No 9s. 6 saves at AP 1, damage 2.
7 ups. Failed just 2, it looks like. An 8, 7, 7, and a 10. Yeah, so just 2. Damage
Just 2. So 4 damage total.
Just kills the 1 because the damage
Kills the 1, yeah.
I was thinking 4 damage per fail.
No.
I was like, all right.
Now, if I'd got crushing, yes, but
Yes,
no,
yeah.
not on that one.
So 1 will survive.
But stun, because you're
Yes.
below half.
I rolled 3, and that's definitely a fail. Relation 5. So
Okay,
they are stunned.
so they are stunned. All right, next activation for the dwarves. The Colonel has moved up, and he is now going to shoot into that squad right over there, now that they're in focus. So with all the benefits, perks, and things like that, he is going to be hitting on 3s. He's point blank. There's all kinds of stuff. The point is, a whole lot of dice hitting on 3s. Here we go. Believe it or not, I didn't get a single one of his special. I didn't roll high enough on anything.
And you missed 1.
I missed one. So you've just got 7, AP 1, damage 1.
They have a defense of 7, so that's going to be 8 ups.
Yo.
So 2 fails.
Oh my gosh.
The saves have been good.
Nicely done.
All right, so just 2 dead. We'll go ahead and pull this unpainted full, and then the 1 here in the back.
All right, at the end of turn 2, There's been a slight change in ownership over here. So the Gorkog have managed to contest that objective. So no one's controlling that. They still control the objective in the back. They maintain control of this one here. And the Immari maintain that one. So Tom does now hold... He holds 2 and contests 1, whereas I only hold 1. But the way the scenario is written, that still only gives each of us 1 point. So the game is still tied. No one gets an extra boost in the next round.
Killing models.
And destroying more units. You didn't do that one. So
You
I
did.
destroyed 1, 2, 3.
You took out
So
more.
I get 2 points for destroying. So I lied. That means dwarves are up, which means Gorkog get an extra boost. Here we are at the start of turn 3. Tom has 3 boosts out of 5 units, so he's going to be doing some serious damage. Let us see who is starting off the round. Dwarf Corps. The unit of infantry that were standing there, we're going to try and rinse away this unit that has been causing so many problems. So, short range and Tarkon means I'm going to be hitting you. Yes, 5s and 8s. Make me happy.
7 defense. 5 fails.
5 fails. I'll take it. That's all but 1.
All but 1.
Give me a leadership. Maybe he'll be too scared.
Oh, yeah. No, 9's going to be
9. He's good. So, Tarkon has done something kind of bold. He is going to run all the way back there and charge into the rear of the big bug, but also stand within contest range of that objective. If I get really lucky, I can kill the bug. I don't think I will, but we'll try it. We'll see what happens. 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh, no.
Drop 3? Oh,
Drop 3.
But that 10's got bonuses.
So it does, yeah. Well, he's not going to kill you. So you've got 1 that's AP 2, damage 4.
It's an 8.
Nice. And then the other one is piercing.
I do not save.
Okay, that's 4 damage.
Okay, that brings it down to 6.
And then a stun. With his weapon has a stun.
Stunning me, how dare you. A 4 is going to fail most likely. Leadership 4.
Oh, yeah. He makes it. All right, so my plan didn't pay off as well. I can't believe I missed 3 dice.
That was crazy,
That was sad. All right, next pull was an Immari boost. So we're going to allow these guys to use their Nova. 1 set of shots to finish off that last guy there, and the other to try and thin the ranks over there. So first round of shooting at the Lone Ranger, hitting you on 6s, 9s go happy. Didn't get any of those.
Just
one hit. AP nothing.
And
One guy, 1 hit.
Well, this is the little guy there.
Yeah.
I believe that they are a defensive 7. So
Go for it.
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
He's
He
dead.
is super dead. Then shooting at the other squad in the distance. 3, 4.
4 hits total?
Yep.
Okay. Same thing. Should be on 7s. So that's a 3, a 2, a 5. They fail all of those. So
Okay.
4 die. We'll pull these.
Good use of a boost.
Pull those 4.
Well done. But that now guarantees Tom gets to go next. Next
All right.
activation was a boost, and Tom's doing something interesting.
So we're going to try to boost this last remaining Blade Fury. When they boost, they can perform 3 actions instead of 2. So we're going to start by focusing to get a +1 to our hit, and we're going to do a melee swing with our Crushing Claw. So it's 3 attacks. Normally they hit on 4s, but now they'll be hitting on 3s. We've got a 3, a 4, and a 5. Unfortunately, that doesn't trigger any of our special rules.
Okay, so just 3 saves.
AP 0, 2 damage a pop.
Defensive 6. Oh, each one I fail is a dead guy. 2 dead.
Okay.
That hurt.
And with our final action, we're going to disengage.
Yep, and then I'm going to need a stun. On a 4, They're stunned.
Yes.
Oh.
Which means no charge.
No charge. That was the gamble paid off.
Very much did. All right. And that was my boost, so now you have to go.
Now I have to go next. Yep. Well, my next activation was core. And all I have left is either 3 guys there or a stunned unit there. So they moved up into the ruins. They're going to try shooting at the big bug. Maybe I can keep stripping some wounds off. Highly unlikely, especially with a roll like that. So 2 hits, because that 8 does reap. 2 hits, AP nothing.
Defenses, we'll roll real quick. I think a 9 is okay. The 7 is the
probably okay.
Only questionable 1, but yeah, it's probably okay. Defense 5.
Tom, there's a bunch more bugs here. What happened?
That Razor Queen got herself a little boosted, and she decided to spawn 10 more Razor Spawn in.
So she can heal 5, and then once per game spawn 10.
Yeah. And if I get a boost, I can heal 10. So
it's just like an endless swarm. You have to kill her. Don't bother fighting anything around her. This darn unit I have killed twice, and he just keeps, or at least got it down past half twice, and he just keeps healing it. Immari next card was a boost, and I'm starting to think these electric troopers here are almost an auto take, because this Nova is really nice. So they're going to Nova. First shot is going into that last lone warrior, not warrior, and then we're going to see if we can strip some wounds out of that queen, because she's got to go. So first 10 shots, shooting into the Lone Ranger. So 8 saves on him, no AP.
8 saves and a 5 up.
Oh, 5, so you can do it.
I failed 1.
Darn it. Didn't kill him. Okay, so that was sad. Next, going after the queen. Can I do any better?
5 5-ups. Failed 1, 2. Failed 2 there.
Okay, well, all right. So that didn't... I figured I would have obliterated that one guy by himself.
I really did as well.
No.
The saves were good.
I fear the tide may be turning. All right, in response, seeing the firepower that they can put out. I mean, they didn't do that well. Anyways, they're getting swarmed. Let's see if they can survive.
All right, we got 9 Razor Spawn that are in range to fight with 1 attack a pop and an accuracy of 6. So 9 6-ups. So these are just going to be 5 at no AP, 1 damage a pop.
Okay, saving on 6s, 2 damage apiece. 1. So, last couple activations. Tom got his last core and moved up the newly spawned unit to secure the objective over there. And then he got another core to move up his unit of shooters, who are going to try and rinse away the last 3 dwarves in that infantry squad.
8 models remaining, so there'll be 8 shots. We're all within 8 inches, so I'll be hitting on the accuracy of 6s. And 8s are fun. So 6s, 8s are fun. So it looks like we have 2 regular hits. And then one of these is anti-armor and piercing 3.
Okay, so regulars, 2 regulars, I'm saving on 6s. No, 1 dead. And then 1 saving on a 9. No, other one's dead. So down to 1 guy. And he is shaken. So at the end of turn 3, these turns are starting to get a lot shorter. The dwarves managed to sacrifice a lot of attacks just to run up and kind of dogpile onto this. So the commander counts as 3. Those guys count as 1 versus 1. So the dwarves maintain control of that objective. Back here, she's large. So she counts as 3. He counts as 3 as a commander. So that's now contested.
She's also a commander. Does commander enlarge stack?
That's a good question. Here you control that one, and I control that one. The rest, we have a lot of dead stuff in the middle. So we're moving on to turn 4. I think we won't have much left after turn 4. Start of turn 4, what I think is probably going to be the last round. First activation.
Ooh.
Boost for the dwarves. I think I know what I'm going to do.
Yep.
Alrighty, Tarkon, to see if he can finish off the queen back there. Do better than last time, dude. That was sad. Hitting on 3s. There we go. So, all of them hit. One of them is going to be piercing 4.
Ooh, so the piercing 4 is going to be a 9-up save. Failed that, so that'd be damage.
That's
or is it
4 damage.
Oh, she's just dead.
That's it?
Yeah,
just
4
that
wounds.
one did it. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't think she explodes, but let me double check.
Oh, that would suck if she does and you kill him.
It would be funny.
That would have defeated the whole purpose of me doing what I just did.
Armored, large, impact, and heal. Does not explode.
Does not? Okay.
Right, so she is gone.
All right. The warrior here got a boost. Tom has a plan.
All
Let's
right.
see if he can pull it off.
Blade Fury with the boost gets 3 actions. We're going to start by doing the Acid Cannon shooting. It's 3 attacks with an accuracy of 4. And we're going to go into the character here. So, on 4s. Give me big numbers. We got a 10, a 5, and a 6.
So that's all 3 hit.
The 10 is anti-armor and piercing 3.
Okay, so that means for that 10, I'm going to need a defense of 7. That's a 7.
All right, and the other 2 are just no AP.
Okay, defense. Oh, Targon's a defense of 4. No!
Fail 1, save 1. 2 damage.
He's gone.
Just enough.
Darn it! Ah!
Goodbye, Tarkon.
Oh, for his second and third combined long action, he charges into the Royal Guard.
So we got 3 attacks again with the Crushing Claw. Still an accuracy of 4. And 8-ups are going to be the fun stuff. We have 1 failure. We have a regular one and an 8-up. Or I guess it's a 9 technically. But yeah. So the regular is another AP 0. 2 damage.
Okay, needing a 6 on the regular. Yep.
And then the next one is going to be AP 2, and it's Crushing 3.
So it definitely kills a guy.
Yep.
AP 2, so I'm needing an 8. Oh,
He's
it's
good.
a 10. He survives.
Very good.
All right, I pulled a character card. Colonel Cauliflower, second in command, seeing his beloved general killed, is going to seek revenge. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. So you got 2, 4, 5, 6 attacks, AP 2, damage 2. So basically, you got to make all of these.
7 ups. I failed.
You failed one?
Yeah, I failed.
Okay.
I failed 4.
Failed 4. Oh, okay. So
Yeah, he's dead.
Killed and despair. All right, pull the core unit. They are going to, they're too far away to get in within range to contest that one. So they're going to turn around and shoot back at the squad that was burst last turn because they have options and I want to remove those options. So hitting you on 6s, 8s go, boom, 4. That's kind of sad. At AP 1. I'm sorry, AP nothing.
4 at AP nothing will be 8 ups. I fail 2. 2 will die.
That's, I was expecting a little more, but oh well. Core unit, going to hold position, take aim, and they're going to see if they can knock out my my heavy fire support here. They're close. I mean, there's only 3 wounds you got to get through.
So, that's all it is, just 3. So we got the hitting on 6s. 8s are fun. 4 of them at 8, and the rest of them don't hit. So it's anti-armor and piercing 3. So you have 4 at AP 3.
Piercing 3, holy cow. Okay, I need 9s. Nope, so that's the 3. They're gone. All right, I have my own desperate plan here. So I pulled the elites. They're going to disengage from this unit and fall back to there, and then see if I can rinse these guys off here and deny Tom that objective. So 3 within short range are going to be hitting on 6s. 9s go crazy, which is why I didn't get any of those. In fact, I totally... Oh, no, 1. 1 hit.
All right.
The plan has already fallen. I needed those to do better.
Any AP?
Well, let me do the rest here. These are going to need 7s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have a total of 5 saves, no AP.
Okay. 5 saves and a 7-up defense. I fail none.
Are you kidding?
That's the 9, yeah. 7s, 8, 7, 9, and 9. Yeah.
Wow. That, folks, right there might have just cost me the game. Well, maybe not the game, but...
The gambit did not pay off.
The gambit was absolutely blew up in my face. That's not good, because now you have a free infantry melee unit. Oh, that was bad. Okay, I managed to pull a boost. So I activated the unit of infantry here, and on a boost, he can reinforce for 3. And the boost auto-recovers from stun. So he's moving forward, recovered 3. They're going to shoot into those guys. Unfortunately, they don't have point blank, but they are at point blank range. 4 dice, hitting on 6s. 8s make me happy. Dogs and cats living together. 1, 2. 2. AP nothing.
A 10 and a 3. I failed one.
You were right. Tom said watch those guys do better. And they sure did. All right, Tom only has 2 core units. And one of them now is going to swarm into my Berserker Royal Guard. I don't think they're going to survive this.
We'll see. They're not that crazy.
They got 4 wounds total and a defense of 6. So
These are just Razor Spawn. There's nothing too crazy here. It's 1 attack a pop with an accuracy of 6. So 8 attacks, looking for 6s. 5. No AP, damage 1.
okay, I got to make a bunch of these. Defensive 6. I should make half. Make that one, make that one, make that one. 2 goes through, that will kill 1.
All right.
But can the other guy stay? Defense or leadership also of 6. 8. So he's still there. For his last activation, Tom's charging into my untouched unit in the center. We'll see what Chaff versus Chaff can do.
Okay. There's 10 there. 10 hits, 1 attack a pop on 6s. 6 total.
Saving on 6s. Save 1, 2, 3. You killed 3.
Okay.
So at the end of turn 4, my last activation were the Royal Guard. They managed to kill off a couple bugs. A stun. I forgot to have you do a stun test. Oh, wait, no, not them. Sorry. It's the other guys that do it. So this objective, my hero there counts as 3, and then the 2 units cancel out. So I'm holding that one. That one's contested, and the other 2
Are wide open.
are wide open.
So you just have the last one there for the 1 ahead.
So I get 1 point for that objective. I killed 2 of your units? 1. I killed the big queen. Oh, and
that was last round.
That was last round?
Yeah. Because remember, you killed the queen with the guy, and then I killed it with the warrior.
Oh, you're right. So yeah, this round I didn't kill anything.
And I think I killed 1 this round.
You killed 1. What did you kill?
The ones
you killed those there, so you actually get 2 points for that.
So
I get 1 point for the objective. You get 2 points for killing.
Okay.
So at the end of the game, it is 8 to the Immari, 5 to the Gorkog. So points-wise, the dwarves managed to pull it off. I'd be curious if this were to continue, though, how it would look. So, Tom, comments, thoughts. First game of Ravaged Star.
Null the Horde Master needs to go in all of my lists.
Okay, so specific to them, name characters are pretty awesome, but I think there
Yes.
are only name characters. What do you think? Gameplay?
I like it.
What do you like?
I want to play the game with the tokens because the cards do get a little wonky, especially when we had them
When we
mixed up.
confused, that's my fault because I was drawing them, so I totally flipped that there.
I like it though. I mean, I definitely want to play more once we get the official models and have everything here and see what happens.
So yeah, for those of you trying, it is the biggest hurdle are the tokens and keeping track of how many go in there and who gets to go and all that stuff. But other than that, the movement's really easy with just having a leader and then everyone moves around it. The special rules when you're rolling, that can bog down a bit too. I'm sure there's a system of you should roll the dice and then consult to see what bonuses there are, but granted, it's only second or third game. So for those of you who have played it, what do you think? What have you found that helps the game go a bit smoother? If you haven't played it, what do you think? After watching, does this look like something that you would probably try out, watch more of, want to see more of this on the channel? Let me know. In the meantime, though, keep your dice on the table, and we'll see you on the next one.